Hey, what it do, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again. And real quick, I just wanted to speak a little bit on the schedule, the NFL schedule that came out last night. Now, it leaked earlier in the day. I know Mark did a video like earlier before it came out. Um, Again, I didn't know who we were going to play the first game of the season. I was hoping that it wasn't the Giants, but in fact, it is the Giants. We're going to play the Giants again week one, like we always do every year. I mean, I know we played the Panthers last year, but I'm talking about the narrative is always us playing the Giants to start the season. Now, I look at it this year, and I made a joke about it on Twitter. I tweeted, I said, hey, um, I guess it's a catch 22. It's a bittersweet thing. You don't want to play the Giants, but hey, it's a W. Shout out to the Giants. But anyway, yeah, I know I'm a damn fool. But anyway, so we play the Giants week one. Start the season off. It's going to be a 425 game at home this year. There's been this whole narrative on the Jason Garrett curse where if we lose the first game of the season, we're more likely to go to playoffs. I'm not real superstitious like that. I don't care about none of that. I know that that's been the narrative lately. Like, if we lose the first game of the season, we're more than we normally catch on throughout the season and win. Yeah, let's see. The year we were 13-3, that was the narrative. Last season, because we lost to the Panthers last year. So, I mean, I get it, but I want us to come in with a W. I want the Cowboys to come in this year and let the whole league know, hey, this is what we come to do. We came to ball. We ain't got time for none of that other stuff. We're not a fluke because you got Stephen A. Smith always talking crap about us, talking about some. Oh well, they're gonna crash and burn. What does he always say? They get in their own way. Their accident waiting to happen. All this other crap. I don't want to hear that. I don't. But at the end of the day, week two, December 15th, we play away, which is here. It's home for me because I live in the DMV area. Playing against the Redskins. That's going to be a 1 o'clock game where I believe we're going to be doing me and Mark and the boys, we're going to be doing a big tailgating event at the Redskins Stadium, FedEx Field, that place. That's going to be epic. I'm actually looking forward to that. So we'll see how everything transpires with that. I'll be helping Mark out and make sure, we do everything and have everything so the fans that do live in the DMV or people that are traveling can come, and there'll be information on where we'll be at, things of that nature. Whoop de whoop. I love meeting the fans. I love meeting y'all subscribers. It's a humbling experience just to be around common folk. You know what I mean? That's just me. I love the fellowship. That's why I'm in a fraternity, because I love the fellowship. But anyway, September 22nd, we play the Dolphins at home at 1. That's going to be a game where Robert Quinn's going to be like, oh, I get to play against my old team. Bet that. We haven't played the Dolphins in a while, so, I don't really. My fondest memories was when, what was his name? Matt Moore, when he was the quarterback of them, and we used to just sack him a lot. But yeah, good times. Week 4, we September 29th, we play the Saints at New Orleans in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And wait, that's gonna be a night game. It's gonna be an 8:20 game. It's gonna be prime time. The whole world's gonna be watching. Now, we did beat the Saints the last time, but I think that's going to be a tough game still because, again, Drew Brees is always playing. You never know what's going to happen. Nobody knew the Cowboys were going to come in and beat the Saints like they did last year, but you look at that game and it's like you still look at them. You still respect that team. You still respect the Saints at the end of the day. So that's going to be a tough game. Then we have October 6th, the Packers at home. That's a 425 game. Now, Packers didn't make the playoffs last year. They're not the team that they're a former shell of what they were. We don't know what they're going to be like this coming season, who they're drafting, things of this nature, but we'll see what happens. Every year is different. They always say that, the Cowboys going to have a hard schedule. We have a first place schedule. Yeah, all that is fine and dandy, but some of those teams that were at top are not always going to be a top. Sometimes they're going to fall to earth. So we thought the Packers were going to be great. They didn't even make the playoffs. So, you look at it like that. But again, Aaron Rodgers is still there. So you always have to, those games are not always going to be easy. And I'm not going to go in there thinking it's going to be easy, because that you don't ever come to a game like that. Um, October 13th, we have the Jets at the Jets. 4:25 p.m. It's almost like playing the Giants again. It's the same stadium. So weird. But anyway, we ain't played the Jets in a while either. The I don't even know who's on their team right now. I know they got Sam Darnold, and they got what's the guy name, their wide receiver. Is it Robbie Anderson or whatever? Yeah, I mean they got some pieces on their team, but for the most part, they're definitely a sleeper team. You really don't know what the Jets are going to do. One game they could come out and be playing good. Next game it's like, oh, there's some crap. So, but the and we had some former Cowboys, and I know Morris Claiborne did play for them. I think he might be a free agent right now. I know Lucky Whitehead was with them. I think he also might be a free agent. I don't know. But there's some ex-Cowboys up there that was, for that matter. And I think J.J. Wilcox went up there at one point in time, too. I don't know if he's still there or not, but yeah. Because he flopped around. He was with Tampa Bay, and then with the Steelers, and yeah, he flopped around. Um, October 20th, the Eagles home game. That's going to be a primetime game, 8:20 p.m. I think we have like 4 big primetime games this season. With no secret behind that, it's the Dallas Cowboys. We're always going to have a lot of primetime games. That's just the way it is. When you're America's team, you're going to get the primetime. Eagles is, in my opinion, is the only team in this division, as I can say right now, today in April, that they're the only team in the division I'm even really worried about right now. I feel like it's going to be a 2-team race between the Cowboys and the Eagles in the division. So again, you want to get these division wins and get these out of the way, and and your conference wins. Those are the most important. Then after that, we have our bye, October 27th. I love, it's like the buys are bittersweet to me. Like, I love buys because, excuse me, it gives a team a chance to get a break, regroup, get some people patched up. But I can't watch my Cowboys play on the bye week, and I'm sitting here watching these other teams, and I got to figure out something to do on a Sunday in the middle of the week when we have a bye week. That's the only thing I don't like about a bye week. But the players got to rest. Then November 4th, we play the Giants again. That's going to be at the Meadowlands. Again, it's like playing the Jets. We're going to be in that stadium a lot. At MetLife Stadium, yeah. So, yeah, the Giants. They got Saquon Barkley. Eli Manning is a shell of his former self at this point. He's not the same individual. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're going to be looking at a quarterback in the draft this year. So I'm gonna try, as I'm doing my Cowboys mock draft as well. I'll be doing that on my live stream tonight. But I'm also probably right before the draft. I might do a full draft like I did last year. Actually, I am going to do a full draft because I have to do it for we got to do that this weekend because the draft is next week. But I'll talk to Mark about that. But I'll try to get that together. But I'm trying to formulate a full one for all the 32 teams. That's the hardest one actually, because especially this year, because we don't have first round picks. So you kind of gotta. It's a lot of shifting that's going on. November 10th, we play the Vikings, and that's going to be an 8:15 game. That is going to be a home game. I mean, I'm sorry, not 8:15, 8:20. The Giants game is 8:15. So again, those primetime games, and we got a lot of division game primetime games as well, which is interesting. November 17th, we have the Lions at the Lions. That's going to be a 1 p.m. game, an early game. Matt Stafford is still out there. Um, Lions is another one of those sleeper teams. They can be good this year, and then next year they could just fall off a cliff. You never know what you're going to get with the Lions. So November 24th, woo, that's the Patriots game. That's going to be away. That's going to be up there in Gillette Stadium. That's going to be a 4:25 game. I'm definitely not entertaining that one because it's going to be cold. And I was hoping to play the Patriots earlier in the year, but it is what it is. Uh, Thanksgiving, November 28th, we got the Buffalo Bills Obviously a home game. 4:30 p.m. And guess who plays for the Bills now? Yay, hot sauce, Beasley, all that crap you was talking, bro. And I'm gonna go there with that ass when you come out. I just want to see how Cole Beasley is gonna respond to coming back to the Dallas Cowboys, not being a Cowboy. It's almost gonna be like a culture shock for him. You remember when Emmitt Smith, his last season, well, his second to last season of the year, went to the Arizona Cardinals, and he played for the Cardinals, and it was so weird seeing him in the Cardinals, and he came back to Texas Stadium and played the Cowboys, and he had a terrible game. It just he even said himself, coming back to this team after being on the team for so long, being in the visitors' locker room just didn't feel right. And I know that's not going to hit Cole Beasley until he gets to that point. I just want to see, and I know it's going to be, that week is going to be crazy when it comes to the media about Cole Beasley and the Cowboys, because you know they're going to be tuned into that. They're going to be asking Cole Beasley all types of crazy monkey-ass questions about the Dallas Cowboys and vice versa. But it's going to be hilarious seeing him come there and not be in the home locker room, to see him in the visitors' locker room so he can see what it's like to be on the other end of the spectrum. But I tell you guys all the time, that grass ain't always greener on the other side. Now, granted, you know, he wanted to go get his money. He's on his third kid now. Do you, bruh. Get your money. But at the end of the day, sometimes that grass ain't always greener on the other side. Sometimes you gotta stick with what you know and the camaraderie you have with your teammates. But you know, I can't fault him. That's just what he wanted to do. Me, I'm just a little different when it comes to that. Um, so December 5th, we have the Bears, 8:20 p.m. That's an away game. So again, we got back-to-back Thursday games. We've been having that for a while now. After Thanksgiving. That's normally a rough part in the schedule. So it's gonna be cold up there, y'all. It's gonna be the first week of December, playing the Bears at the Bears. I was hoping that was gonna be a home game too, but we didn't get too lucky with that. Now, got the Rams December 15th. That's a home game, 4:25 p.m. I circle that game on my calendar because I look at that as a revenge game. That is a revenge game. That's a game that I look at and I'm like, the Cowboys lost to you guys in the playoffs, and we're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna lose that again. They're gonna come back and they're gonna win again, and they're gonna win again. I say what's up to my supervisor. I just came back, so they're gonna win again, and I think the Cowboys are gonna win that game. Um, Again, when Cowboys get their ass whooped, they definitely come back and try to fix it and work it out because they don't like to be embarrassed. These players don't like to be embarrassed, and me neither. I don't blame them. And I think that with that revenge game, I think they're gonna come back and try to figure some things out and rectify their faults and get some redemption. I'm all for it. December 22nd, Eagles away game, 4:25 p.m. Um, you know, this is the part of the season where, depending on where the teams are and what they're doing, as far as where their record is, that game might or might not matter as far as getting in contention for the division title. Then the last game of the season, December 29th, the Redskins. That's a home game for the Cowboys. 1 p.m. Again, another 1 p.m. game. We played them both times in the early part of the day. So that's the schedule. You let me know what you guys think about the schedule, what our record would be. I say 11-5. I'm looking at about 11-5, maybe 12-4, but I'm looking at 11-5 right now. You let me know what you guys think in the comment box. Tune into my live stream tonight. I'll be doing around 9ish. Getting my my mock drafts and stuff, finishing that up and everything. So trying to provide some quality content for you guys because I love y'all to death. Thanks again to all my subscribers. Appreciate you guys to death. If this is your first time tuning in, like, share, comment. It's your boy E2 Blue, always keeping it real. I'll talk to y'all tonight.